quiz or test. Bless you. First one is a matrix. A matrix is a rectangular array of variables or constants in horizontal rows, vertical columns. So the first thing we're going to do is find the dimensions. That's a fancy word for the size. Same thing as size. So write size right here of a matrix. And dimensions are written out as rows times columns. Does it matter what order? Yes, it does. Rows always have to come first. Now you read rows just like you read words or on paper. You read from what? Left to right. And columns you're going to read up and down. So looking at number 10, I'm looking at left to right. How many rows do you see? 2. Good. 1, 2. So this is 2 by, so this is the by sign. It's like an X. And then how many columns? 3. That's it. That's the dimension of that matrix, a 2 by 3. And the next one, how many rows are there? Number 11. 3. Good. Read from left to right. 3 rows. How many columns? 1. That's it. Do 12 through 15 on your own. Just quickly go through, find the dimensions of each matrix. Everybody done? Alright. Evan, what's number 12's dimension?
4 by 3.
Everybody agree? Okay. Amy, what's the next one?
3 by 3.
Very good. Connor, what's the next one?
2 by 5.
And the last one, Nikki.
3 by 2.
Are these all correct? Any questions about finding the dimensions? Pretty easy. Alright, the next thing we're going to do is solve equations with matrices. Also very easy. All you have to do is set each element equal to the same element in the next matrix. So for example, notice how 2x and 5 are in the same spot, first spot. That's what you set equal to each other. 2x equal to 5. What would I set 3 equal to, my middle one? And what would I set 3z equal to? 9. And now all you have to do is solve for each letter. So for this first one, I just need to divide everything by what? 2, and x would be 2.5. You could leave it as 5 over 2 if you'd like. This one, y is, and z is. That's it. Pick the next one you want to do together out of 17, 18, and 19. 17? Okay. So we'd set 4x equal to what? And 3y equal to? Good. So x would be? And y would be? Negative 1/3. That's it. Do 18 and 19 on your own. Alright, just compare your answers. Ask each other what you got for X, Y, and Z, or just X and Y. Yes. Alright, let's go over these. Bryant, what'd you get for X on 18?
5.
Alright, Marilia, what'd you get for Y on 18? Do I need to go over these? Are they correct? Alright. Rihanna, what'd you get for X on 19?
3.
Abigail Lund, what'd you get for this one?
-5.
Abigail Kennedy.
6.
Do I need to go over these? This is which one? Z. Okay. So Abigail Kennedy, tell me how you found Z. What was the equation?
13 is equal to 2z plus 1.
Good. So this was the last term in this matrix. Here's the last term in this one. So to solve for Z, we would do what? Subtract 1. So we get 12 equals 2z. And then we would divide by 2. Did you get 7? Yeah, I did that too at first because I added that over. Alright, any questions on those? I know this is super hard. Is everybody okay? Alright, flip it over. So that was just like introduction, just finding the dimensions and solving equations. This is where we're actually doing operations with matrices. We're adding and subtracting today. Then Thursday we'll multiply. So in order for, as you see with the directions, it says if the matrix does not exist, write impossible. The only time it's impossible is if your matrices don't have the same dimensions. So just write different dimensions. So kind of like you can't add X and Y because they're not the same, they're unlike terms. You can't add matrices or subtract them if they have different dimensions. They won't be like matrices. So just to practice what we did on the last page, what's the dimension of both of these? Good. So can we add them? Yes. So here's how we add them. Go ahead and draw your matrix, the setup. And I already made a 2 by 3 because when we add them, they'll be the same size. Alright, the first element in this matrix is 6. So we'll do 6 plus the first element in this matrix, which is what?
-4.
Good. So in the next box, it'll be -5 plus 3. What's the next one going to be?
9.
Yep, and so on. So go ahead and set it up. And then all you have to do is simplify from here, which basically means just add them together. So my first element in my matrix will be what? 2, then what? -2. Keep going. Keep going. Go ahead. And that's it. Any questions? So subtracting is the same thing except we're subtracting, obviously. So if you don't have to write it out like this, that's fine. If you can just do it by looking at it. So let's try it. What would the first one be? Alright, we'll write it out. Okay, so can we add these first of all or subtract them? Yes, because they're both what? 2 by 2. So the first one, tell me what I would write. 8 minus what? Good. That's not going to be 4. Everybody see that? That's going to be what? 12. Let's go ahead and write the rest of them out. So it would be 7 minus 3, -10 minus 2, -6 minus -12. So the first time we already said would be 12. What's the next one going to be? Next. Next. Good. Because you got to keep, change. That'll give us 12 minus 6, which is 6. That's it. You are doing 3, 4, and 5 on your own. 3, 4, and 5. Do I need to go back to the other one? Just leave it there for a second. Let me know if you need help. Go ahead and compare your matrices. Make sure y'all have the same numbers. Alright, somebody tell me what the matrix would be for number 3. Anybody?
12, 1,
Everybody agree? Any questions? Alright, what's the matrix for this one? Alright, tell me why. Tell me the dimension of this one. 3 by 2. Good. Notice how they're not the same, so we can't add or subtract them. And then tell me all the numbers for this one. Alright, so first row correct. Next. Is this one correct? Alright, next. Alright. Any questions? Yes.
For number 2, why did you get 8 minus -4, then number 3 then 16 minus 4?
On this one? 16 minus 4, because it's 16 plus -4, which is the same thing as 16 minus 4. On this one, notice how there's 2 negatives.
I didn't look at the
Gotcha. Alright, so this one is super easy. We don't have to worry about same dimensions because this is not 2 matrices, just one. And all it wants you to do is multiply each term by -4. So this matrix, tell me what all the new numbers will be. Come on. 48. Go ahead. Good. Go ahead. Okay. And that's it. Alright, before we get started on 7 through 10, I'm going to show you how to check these in your calculator. Okay, so if you have a TI 83 or 84, make sure you're paying attention. If not, you can go ahead and get started on 7 through 10. I'm going to show you how to do it. And this won't come in handy right now because adding and subtracting matrices, you really don't, it's quicker to do it here than on your calculator, right? But when we get into multiplying, you will want to do this. So make sure you pay attention. First thing you're going to hit, see where it says matrix above this right here? You have to hit second first before you get there, but hit second matrix. This is the screen that'll come up. Go over to edit right here. Then hit enter. We're going to put in our first matrix. Pick a problem on here y'all want to do, like we've already done. Y'all don't have a preference? We'll just pick number 3 then, because it's kind of easy. Alright, what was the dimension of both of these? 2 by 2. See where it says 1 by 1? Click 2, then hit enter, then 2 again, hit enter, and you can see it's going to bring up a 2 by 2 matrix. Now just type each number in. So start with 16. Let me zoom in a little bit from number 3. So you'll hit 16, then enter. You can see it puts it in that first spot. Then 2, then enter. Then -9, then enter. Then 8, then enter. Tell me when y'all get to that part. Everybody there? Then hit second. Then go to matrix again, which is this button. And you can see that your matrix 2 by 2 is in for A, right? Now we got to put in our second one. So go over to edit. Down to B this time. Hit enter. Then type in your 2 by 2. And then type in all your numbers right here. The -4, -1, -3. So -4 enter. -1 enter. -3 enter. -7 enter. And I'll give y'all time to do that. Yes.
What did you hit to matrix B?
Are you at the edit part?
No, I just didn't calculate that.
Hit second and then matrix again. And then you'll start the process over. Hit enter. Okay. So once you put those 2 in, hit second and then the quit button, which is right beside the second one. And it gives you a blank screen. Everybody there? Now hit second matrix. Now leave it on names. Don't go over to edit. Now we're going to select our matrix. So hit enter and you should have A. And we're adding these. So you'll put plus. Do I need to go back? Yeah. Okay, so you're at the blank screen, right?
No, I'm at matrix.
Okay. And now you're at this part. Alright, have it under, or have your cursor at 1 right here. Everybody there? Hit enter. It should just pop up A. Did yours do that?
No, the whole matrix pops up again, like right.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. Leave it. Now hit plus. Now go second matrix again. Go down to B. Hit enter. And if yours shows the whole matrix, that's fine. If you have an old one, it'll just show A plus B. Hit enter. That was our answer. Everybody see that? If you don't, let me know. I'll come help you. Go ahead and get started on 7 through 10, and I'm going to make sure they're correct. So after you get done with them, I'll come check them. So you put your first one, let's go back to your second one. Go over to edit. Now go down to edit. get your clearing for your own and your admin to the book and go back to the and stick the enter. So once again, hang on a second. You don't want to use these for adding and subtracting because it literally takes forever to type them in, right? You could use it on number 9. That would be beneficial, but you don't have to. Okay. So once you do all 4 of those, raise your hand and I'll come check all of them. Oh, here's this. Sorry. So you put your answers up here. Alright, where's your number 9? Right here. Try Steve's terms again. That one's okay. Oh, okay. Check that these are correct. You can back up someone who got y'all's tests. They all can go through those. Make sure I check that they're correct. You did it right? Yes, good job. Here's these 2. Oh wait, that's the correct answer. Then just this one. This one you had to multiply 8 times 7, right? So what is 7 times 0 going to be? I'm sorry.
See?
multiply all of these by -2. Good. But once you distribute that negative in with these, this is going to become a what on the outside of it? It goes away. You get what I'm saying? Once this -2, you distributed the negative and the 2 in here. So now you're going to add these 2. If you just distributed the 2, you would leave nothing on the outside. You get what I'm saying? If you're going to take the -2 in here, that's fine. But now this is 0 plus negative 49 plus this 8. All these right here. And you worked with her, right? So y'all got the same thing?
No, I got that one.
Just so you know what's coming, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's good. So whenever she does get hers, let her check it on here.
So here's the answers. Make sure you check your work. And the answers I'll put, these are the answers right here. Alright, now I'm going to pass out your tests. Is there anybody who hasn't finished theirs or didn't take theirs on Friday? If you'll just step out, I'm sorry.
Did you feel confident taking the test? Why did you? You hadn't been there for a while. Come see me if you're up here tomorrow.
Oh, I have to take a Spanish test and do it too.
Like Thursday here. Alright, this test grade that you see is not with your study guide. Okay, your study guide's been added on iNow, but not on this paper. So don't freak out. And let me know if you have any questions as you're looking over. The bell might ring, but that's fine. Just let me know if you want to see your test on the way out, and I'll get to you.
This is the most 100s I've seen on a test ever. So good job. Alright, test is
They gave him like 4 days to rest. And then he got lit up last night. And then the dog was
Yes. No. White.
made at 81. It's not bad, but it's not your best. Just come see me Thursday, and we'll if you have any questions, we'll go over it, and then I'll let you retry the ones that somebody missed. Why? Oh, I do too. I just like the weather, which I wish it's not really fall weather right now, but it'll get there.
Hopefully by the end of October.
Yes. I love the weather. Good morning.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm very well.
So how were notes on Friday? Do y'all understand? Or no?
Yes.
I don't believe you.
Yes.
Okay. Well, that's why we're going to review them today, so hopefully it'll be okay.
You can't remember what you did.
Good morning.
What? Thank you. My mom got it for me. Because I can't do shopping myself.
Yeah, we won a few trophies. We didn't win like best in class, but
Didn't Oakmont get it?
Huh?
Who got best in class?
Oakmont.
Okay.
Weren't y'all not allowed to have your production judge?
Yeah, because the judge is our trainer.
That's probably my reason. So they have a professional.
I was probably out of just waited too long. And I thought we could do it.
I'm just glad we got to do the close one competition before the actual big competition that we did. JFC.
Oakmountain's going to be there too.
Huh?
Oakmountain's going to be at JC, right? Yeah.
That'd be really good. I feel like, in my opinion, I don't really think it's that good of a band. I mean, I haven't seen them play.
I mean, if their competitions are rigged, you know they're not good.
Like with Oak Mountain, they did really good. I just don't like them.
I liked their show last year. Their show last year, that pirate theme,
Yeah.
was legit.
Oh, they still use the candy.
Really? They still use the candy this year? What was their theme?
I'm actually not really sure.
Because I don't remember seeing it.
Because, like, I'm really hoping that, like, the freshmen know, like, how serious, like, these competitions and stuff. Like, we just want to win the big one. We don't, that last competition, we didn't even matter.
Yeah, we pulled something to do.
Yeah. But the big competition, we got.
They're gonna
I'm hoping.
live our business. Huh? Live our business. Hey, leave on here.
Yeah, they had the dragons fire on the kites.
Yeah, and they had, like, the things. I
What
like
you
it.
book it in? Huh? Do you book
It's a
yourself
lot
in?
more like, I don't know.
To me, it's more entertaining. It's more fun than the last year. It's pretty serious.
Darius, shut up.
Yeah. Although when you think about it, you gotta think about it. Like this class is kind of like this class. Our class is really fun. Last year's class was really that serious. Seniors were pretty serious last year. This year's pretty serious. Yeah, we're serious. Except for exceptions.
Did everybody get one?
We don't.
Maybe a calculator.
mean, calculator.
So this one where I do like 1 times 4.
I can sign up. Yeah, sign up. No, that's okay. So this is a, yeah, that's good. I'm gonna mess this part up. That was good.
And multiply it by the outside. 6 squared up. Good. You can leave it like that, but we'll have to go over the B's after that part.
Alright, raise your hand if you're still working on these. Okay, I'll give you like 2 more minutes and I'm going to have somebody come up here and show their answers.
And then we just have one. Take that out. Yes. So what? Think about your y intercept. These are the pointers that has to be. So the y is on the x is on the 4. You can make do all this stuff. These are the first looking for weapon, second landmine. The vertex is going to be what here? Yeah. And the line second intercept, you just set this what here. And this. You don't have to actually hold it. That's one of them. But square four's going to be 2 or what? So then solve for x on this one too. That was great. Go and solve for x. Look at the denominators. That's only the common denominator between 5 and 7 and 7. Not this and squared. 5 and squared. So multiply everything by 5 and squared on top.
Just the top?
And the bottom is the same.
You're welcome. Alright, who wants to do, I'll pick one person, you just pick somebody else to come up here and work with you. And then one of y'all do 2 problems, the other person show the other 2. So Amber, pick a partner. Alright, y'all come up here. Bring your papers. And one, Amber, you do 2 of them, and then Katie, you can do the other 2.
Oh, Lord. I'm still recording for my other